What's good, everybody? So we have an update when it comes to the Game Awards, and I have to say, some people are becoming a little bit silly. Gacha players and being silly. Who would have thought such a thing could and would happen? Well, today we're going to show you just what's happening. But obviously, the player's choice or the player's voice has been a category for the Game Awards for a while, and it's a 100% fan voted award. And there was 3 different rounds with a bunch of games, and somehow Wuthering Waves has lasted all the way to the end. Yes, Wuthering Waves, Hollow Knight Silksong, Genshin Impact, Dispatch, and Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Somehow these gacha games have lasted all the way to the finals of the player's voice, okay, which is kind of crazy. You can go vote now. I don't know how long they're open for. Yeah, I have decided to vote, and I'm not really particularly going to right now. But I'll be real, if Clair Obscur doesn't win Player's Voice, it's gonna be insane. If a gacha ends up winning this, oh boy, people are going to be mad. I'm just put it outright. If somehow a gacha wins, people are gonna be like really mad, and they're gonna be like, oh, this is why we need a jury. This is why we need a jury, because obviously when it comes to gacha games being at the Game Awards, people are very much incentivized, okay? People are incentivized to vote because you might get a 10 pull. That's what, oh guys, if we vote for these games, we might get a 10 pull, and that's like a W. Please give me my primos. Darway, give me my primos. Solon Lee, give me my asteroids. I need to pull for 3.0 characters in Columbina, okay? Please, I'm begging. So obviously there is incentive there, and I'm just gonna listen. As much as I would think it's funny if Wua won, I don't think it would be a positive thing for the community. I don't think if a gacha wins, people are gonna be celebrating. Oh my god, maybe these gacha games are really, really good. You just know, like the average normal population that doesn't play these free-to-play like gacha games are gonna be like, well, they're incentivized to. They just want their free pulls. They don't really care about gaming. Like, it would actually be, I think it would be spun into this negative. Genuinely, I genuinely think it would be spun into this negative thing if a gacha won, but you know, people want their pulls, and you have to remind yourselves there are a lot of people that do play gacha games and free-to-play games. Okay, there's a reason why these games make a lot of money and they have a huge player base, because they are free. There is no barrier to entry apart from having a device capable to play it on, and you could even play them on mobile, right? That's the big thing. So they're so much more accessible than like Clair Obscur, for example. More people can play Genshin and Wuwa than they can play Clair Obscur, simply for the requirements of being able to actually launch and play the game, okay? You don't have to spend money. You can do it on like most devices. It's so accessible, and the more people that can play the games, the more pulling power you have, the more people you have to actually vote on the games themselves. And don't forget, these games are not big just in like the West, but also in the East too. And those are people who can come in, like, bro, China has billions of people. You have no idea. Maybe I doubt they would actually be able to vote in something like this, because I don't know, China, internet restrictions, I don't know what's going on there, who knows. But like, a lot of people in the East would be able to vote for this stuff too. So it all matters and it all adds up. But there is one thing that I think is kind of crazy. Okay, we're gonna take a look into something some people are going a little bit too crazy. I will say this tweet is insane. Spent over an hour making 50+ emails on different devices, but I did it. Let's get Genshin these votes and make sure they beat Wuwa. This is some of the most unemployed autistic behavior I've ever seen. Like, you could have spent an hour doing anything else with your life, learning a hobby, getting laid, doing something productive with your life to benefit yourself, and instead, I think they're lying. Like, they say over an hour. I reckon this probably took like 3 hours. 50 plus emails. You need like phone numbers. You need different devices. Like, I'd say this is a multiple hours. They're saying one. No, I'm saying it's probably gonna be closer to like 2 or 3 hours to do all of this, right? Spending that much time just to make 50 votes. Bro, 50 votes is literally a drop in the water of the number of votes being cast for this. You wasted hours of your life for literally no reason, right? For no reason. And I wouldn't be surprised if this was all faked too. Like, I genuinely would not be surprised if they're lying about this for like attention, right? Like, people, their name is Farina Cunt, okay? They're a Genshin Impact, okay? There can be 100 people in the room and 99 don't believe in you, and you just need one to believe in you. For me, that person was Farina. This is someone who is basically making a dedicated account for Genshin Impact, okay? A dedicated account. They're so invested in this. It could be a troll. It could even be a troll, or people do this for shits and giggles. But the reality is, this person spent hours of their life making this. And it's just some of it. The only thing I could think of is this is literally just done for Twitter, like Twitter attention. They did this just so they could post about it on Twitter, because you've got to understand that no one cares, because 50 votes means literally nothing. They know that 50 votes means literally nothing. I don't believe there is a person that exists in the world that truly thinks, oh my god, I've got to make all these accounts because I need to do so. I need my polls doing for the game. I don't believe anyone truly is that invested. And this was done purely to farm like kudos on Twitter. Guys, look, I love Genshin and you should all come and look at my account, please. Like, this has to be done for attention. It has to be done for attention. And it's just like, what? This is the state that we're at with Twitter. And there has been a thing, okay? There has been an overwhelming thing happening on Twitter of like wooer slander. The Genshin versus wooer debate is really moved over from like being on the YouTube side of things to mainly being a Twitter thing. People for a long time, I spoke about this yesterday, people for a long time were saying, oh, content creators have ruined these communities because they've made it so tribalistic. Well, now we're seeing on Twitter, literally every day, I'm seeing Woowa and Genshin like Twitter accounts go at each other. Like the same accounts that complained about content creators doing Genshin versus Woowa. Now it's moving on to Twitter. I see it literally every single day. And I even spoke about this yesterday in a video that I saw, which was this. Someone who is a, you know, a Genshin Impact account, Fosalor's death, and they just called it Woowa gameplay. And it's just this. I thought this was the funniest shit ever. I'm gonna be so honest, I was giggling to myself for 10 minutes when I first saw this, because it's funny. It's funny. It's literally funny. And then you see the quote tweets and it's insane, okay? And then you have like other people doing the same thing, okay? But for Woowa, where is it? This one. Yeah, like, oh, look at what Genshin does. Look at all the Genshin gameplay, what Genshin gameplay is really like. There were some good ones. Let me see. There was a really good retweet somewhere. Oh, these Woowa lashings have been glorious. Like, the tribalism doesn't end. The tribalism doesn't end. And people, like, did this thing of trying to combat it. Right? People did this thing of trying to combat it with, like, showcasing, like, actual Woowa gameplay. And it's gameplay that doesn't help the cause. Like, this, I'll be real. Like, I don't think this helps the message. I think it's just a well-known fact that Woowa does have like a visual effects thing going on. What's so funny about it? Come on. I don't know about you. I thought this was hilarious. Woowa gameplay. It's a shit post. It doesn't matter. It's not that deep. And I think we have to like reach this point where like, how much do you care? How much do you want to care about Twitter shit posts and Twitter rage bait and War versus Genshin stuff? Because it only matters as much as you care about it. That's the kind of philosophy that I've taken from this, is that I don't really give a fuck. I'm not going to get offended on behalf of a game when it comes to like Woowa or Genshin or whatever. If something's funny, it's okay to say that this is funny. We don't have to try and prove that like, oh, these Genshin people are doing whatever. It's like, it's just kind of a bit fucking silly, because at the end of the day, Twitter is a drop in the water of what the real like player base of Woowa is like, or Genshin is like. Twitter is not the whole fandom. As much as people think it is and they think it's a huge deal, it has like significance. It's not a whole fandom, okay? It really isn't. And it's, you just have to, how much do you really care about this stuff? Like, really, I'm someone who is known to have like rage baited and made shit posts about the games because I don't care. It doesn't matter. Twitter's not real. Like, no one opinion from Twitter is going to change literally anything about any of these games. It really isn't. And it's only going to affect you if you care about it enough. That's really it. People on Twitter don't play games. Twitter is as representative as Reddit. Exactly. Twitter is as meaningful as Reddit posts. You know what I mean? So when I see stuff like that other Genshin account that's like making like, oh, I spend all of these for like for different devices, let's make sure they be Woowa. It could be a Kurobot AstroTurfer for all I know, right? It could be an AstroTurfer cosplaying as a Genshin account trying to make Woowa look bad. But to be honest, they just make themselves look bad. they just make themselves look bad. And it's like, how much you just have to not care. You have to really not care and just think this is the most stupid thing ever, and this is someone that's clearly just pandering for some kind of like engagement on Twitter. Guys, look, give me Twitter likes. That's what it is, and it's up to you to choose how you deal with it. That's literally it. It could be someone at Woowa cosplaying as a Genshin person to make them look bad. It could be an actual Genshin person. It doesn't matter. That's the thing, okay? There are so many people, even on Twitter, like dedicated Twitter accounts, that literally virtue signal and pretend to like be excited about things when they're not, pretending to like things when maybe they don't, because they know it's just going to get you Twitter likes and Twitter engagement for everything. So don't take anything you say on Twitter at face value. They are if you feel inclined to like reply to something or get angry at something on Twitter, that's probably the reaction the person posting wants you to feel, unless they're actually just genuinely stupid. Like, that could also be an option. These people could genuinely be so stupid that it makes you mad. That's also a probability, don't get me wrong. We've seen that happen numerous times on Twitter. But most of the time, if it's inciting a feeling in you, they probably wanted that in the first place. And this is just like the most cringe stuff ever. Like, that's it. This is cringe. You could have done anything else with your time than trying to do all of this. Like I said, get a hobby, get laid, go touch grass, go for a walk, go spend time with your family, your loved ones, your pets, whatever. Instead, you made a 0.00001% difference to the player's choice. Okay? No one is doing this. Literally no one. And it's just, if you're doing it for the sole reason, oh, we gotta let Woo win. Guess what? Claire Obscure is gonna win player's voice. And if a gacha does win, oh, it's gonna be bad. I could already tell people are going to be pissed the hell off if a gacha wins. And that's gonna be very interesting to cover. It's gonna be like the burnt peanut winning VTuber award. That's what it is. It's the equivalent. If a gacha ends up winning player's voice, it is literally the same thing as the burnt peanut winning VTuber. It's gonna be, yeah, people ain't gonna be happy. People, oh, these free-to-play gacha players, oh, they just love slop. They just love slop, they do. So that's gonna be interesting to go over. But yeah, this is, again, just Genshin people being Genshin people, allegedly. That's it. So just care less. is really the message that I'm wanting to put out into the world, okay? Just simply care less. It's not a big deal. It doesn't matter, okay? Just it's Twitter. Nothing is real. Trust nothing that you see. Don't even trust me. Everything I say is a lie. And that's why you should follow me on Twitter, because I make really, really base tweets. Do you know what's so funny with Twitter? I will gain like maybe like fucking 30 or 40 followers in one day because I make a really funny base take. And then the next day I say something else and I lose all of them. Like, I yo-yo Twitter followers all the time because people love me then hate me. Love me then hate me. Good take, they think I make a bad take. It's so funny. I love Twitter. Twitter's such an exciting platform. It's life or death. No, Twitter is life or death. You must engage. You must engage and reply and slave yourself to the algorithm gods. You must be a slave to the algorithm gods. That's just the truth. So that's really my take on this. I appreciate y'all. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm live almost every single day on Twitch and on Kick. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.